you guys to speak in it. Hmm. So let me just give me a second here. I just open up a regular audio and then you guys can join. There we go. So Captain Chalk, join me over there. Join me in the other audio. There we go. All right. Let me just send a message here. And hit invite, copy. There you go. Now I'm gonna delete this. Edit. All right. So what I'm gonna do for the purposes of, so I can share this with people, is I'm gonna go over the rules. I'm just gonna explain what is the deal. Oh, end event. Oh, okay, I'm there. That's weird. I'm in both places. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, so I'm gonna go over the rules real quick. So I want to make sure that everybody knows, but today's the last time to sign up for the event. And these are the rules. If you want to take a read, what I want to do is I want to make sure that everyone will have a time at the time of the event where we're going to be streaming and people will be judged live. Everyone will be a judge, and what I want is for everyone to have a spotlight, you know. So I want to make sure that we'll be very efficient and people will be able to fight like one after the other, and we'll be able to get through all fights smoothly. Of course, this is the goal, right? Of course, that's not gonna happen. But what I wanted is I've set up a Google Calendar, and I have the challenge brackets that will show how things will go. And what I want is everyone to, you know, see what is the time that will work best for them and their opponent, and try to find themselves in the Google Calendar to make sure that, you know, after one fight is done, we can move to the next one. And so also that, you know, people who are fighting and people who are judging are aware of when is their time to fight and when they'll be judging, so there's no, like, you know, confusion about that. So I'll make sure to be pinging everyone in the server to make sure that everyone is ready to go, and I'll just try my best to, you know, take the lead in terms of managing all of that. And another thing that I wanted to highlight is that everyone needs to stream. This is so we can make sure that everyone is judged live and immediately gets the results immediately. So I will, what I want is to have you guys, either put it on a Discord or YouTube or Twitch so I can watch that, and I'll be streaming that on my own live stream, and the judge can look at both perspectives at the same time, and they can actually see a nice comparison of both sides, and it will be hopefully a fair judging experience. So I recommend to use the legacy cam or live. I'll mention something specifically about live that Tactos Leia has been cooking for us, but I'll get there in a bit. And what else? What else I can talk about that? Yeah, just make sure that you're able to stream and fight at the same time. Not everyone has a good computer for that. If you can't, if you really are unable to fight and stream, just let me know. We can try to work it out, because what I want to do is that's when it comes to Taco Slayer's mod. They've been working on this mod that gives us a different perspective of the fight, so we can see both players at the same time, and that will allow us to be able to, let's say, if only one participant can stream and only one participant has a good computer that can record it, not record it, but like stream it decently. What we can do is we can have that participant download the mod and use live to have this perspective. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show it here. I put it here for that reason. So if you go here, you can see this. Oh, of course it won't load, but as you can see, this is the perspective of, I think it was Sound who was using the mod, and you can see how nice it is. We can see both players fighting at the same time, and it's very clear, and it allows you to give a nice judgment even if you have just one perspective. So that's something that we were hoping to get done. That is already ready, so we can use it, so that would be great. What else? So in the day of the tournament, that should all be ready. Make sure to test all of these things before. If you have never streamed, see how it works for you, and give me a heads up. Can probably do some tests before if anyone needs it. I'm happy to help. I've been streaming, so I kind of know how it goes. And yeah, so that's what I was saying. I'll stream it, and people are strongly encouraged to watch. Yes, watch if you want. And the judges will be there, so everyone will be a judge, and that's the beauty of it. Everyone will get to participate in every way, and I think that's good. I think it keeps us, aware of what is the charge stack out there. Anyway, and I just put this rule here because I think it's only fair. The participants will be in a voice channel on their own, so we'll be able to hear them or not. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we can hear them if that's okay with them, and but they won't be able to hear the judges talking on stream. So they should not be watching the stream, or they should not be having any access to the judges watching it. Wait, we'll be watching the stream, so yeah, well, of course we'll hear the participants, or at least one of them. Haven't thought about the audio. I'll think about it later. And yeah, and maybe hopefully if we have more people, someone can be a mod and just be being a third party there assisting in managing the situation, if we have people, of course. The structure will be double elimination. So this is all in challenge. If you lose twice, you're out. So we'll have approximately 35 fights. If a Zert joins, we'll have 30. Probably would be 19. So 37 fights. So that means that I had to split the dates from Saturday to include also Friday and Sunday. I think we'll probably leave the finals for Sunday and have Saturday the majority of the matches, and Friday only the people who really can't make it Saturday, so we can include it on Friday. Let's see how it goes. That's the ideal situation here, and I'm hoping that we're gonna get everything done. Will be many fights. Um, and so in terms of the location, it can be any map you decide. Um, if you really want the park, don't. And so pretty much just now we're gonna go deep into the point system. I'll grab some water and let's go. So I just want to make sure that this is clear because we nailed this down with Lemius and Nat. So the point system is we're gonna have 50% fighting and 50% charge style. So rule number one, as always, you must use the charge stone at all times. And when you fight, you're gonna have 3 sets of 2 matches. So just like you expect, one host, one client. And each match will give you, sorry, yeah, each match will give you a point. So you can have up to 6 points and a minimum of 0 points. And pretty much, if you are able to, have a tie, you're gonna go into OC tiebreakers. I'll explain OC tiebreakers in a minute. So when we go to charge style points, you'll be assigned 0 to 6 points of charge style, and that will be done by the live judge. The charge style point will be only assigned to the regular fights, not the OC tiebreakers, overcooked tiebreakers. So the charged judge will decide and assign the points to the fighters, and I give some recommendations here. But we'll probably establish something a bit deeper after this. I want to make sure that it is a fair judging system, but of course, points are ultimately at the discretion of the judge. So yeah, OC tiebreakers. So overcooked tiebreakers. This is the highlight of the charge cup. So in the event of a tie within 5 points, so let's say if you have 3 points each in fights, you go into OC tiebreakers. Okay, and let's say if you get 6 points in fights and your opponent gets all the charge style points, then you go into OC tiebreakers. So let's go over that. What is OC tiebreakers? The OC tiebreakers, the overcharged tiebreakers, it will assign an additional point that will break the tie. And I think we would decide on 90 seconds. We're probably gonna test this. I actually need to test this, so I would say it's probably gonna be around 90 seconds or 60 seconds to or until someone gets KO'd, and the location will be the pit, but at the beginning of the round, you're gonna destroy all the boulders. Okay, and how is it gonna go? Each participant will have 1 host round. Okay, and what is your goal? Well, if you ever played other games like shooting games like Rumble, you have what do you say, like a way to play that is called a charge gun. Just remember something. Let me just put a little announcement here. Where is it? Put an announcement here, just in case people want to join it here. At cup charge. Sorry for people who are watching this in the future. Let's go back. So if you've ever done like a gun run, it's like every time you kill an enemy, you go to the next gun. So that's pretty much the idea here. So what you're gonna do is both participants have the goal of using a charge structure to get to the next structure. So the first goal will be when you start the OC tiebreakers will be you have to hit your opponent with a disc that is charged. Okay. So that means the structure has to have the charge modification, and it also needs to have a modifier, right? So it needs to, um, well, needs to hit them, right? Oh, did I say that right? Yeah, yeah. It needs to be empowered. That's the better way to say it. It needs to be empowered by charge. Okay, so it needs to be modified. That means that let's say if you're doing a hold flight without modifying the cube, it wouldn't count. Okay, which is unfortunate. I know, but that's just so we can keep track of things. So the first goal will be the disk. So you need to charge that disk and need to to hit your opponent. All right. And so you can use battery, and if let's say the structure is like redirectioned by explode, it counts still. Okay. Um, if you use the structure to redirect something else, it does not count. So it needs to be this structure that you have modified with charge. All right. So once you do disk, you need to hit them with the ball. If you do that, then you can go to pillar, then cube, then wall. If any of the participants hit the wall, it's over. Okay, so that round is finished. And specifically, if that is done on client, there will be no next round. The win goes to that person. Okay, so the participant that hits it on client, yeah, right here, they'll win the OC tiebreaker. So there will be no second round. All right. Um, so what we'll do is to make sure that there's no confusion. Everyone will be VC, so they'll be able to hear us. And just to make sure that okay, we say that was a hit, go on. So uh, we can be sure that there's no doubt. Like, did I hit that? I don't know, and stuff like that. And of course, if literally no one hit a modified disc by the end of both rounds, then you try again. Hopefully, hopefully, it will not be the case. I think that uh, golden discs are golden bullets are pretty fast. Okay, so I think everything is mostly clear. I think those are the things I wanted to highlight. So the other thing I wanted to highlight is just 1 second. Let me just go over here. Whoop. So what I want to do now is I am going to show this. I'm gonna show you the Google Calendar. Okay.
Hi, Dr. Rock.
Yo, who is it? Let me
It's
see. Oh, it's
Chez.
Ches. What's
I'm
up,
not
Ches?
gonna stay for long.
Nah, it's fine. No
I'm
worries.
playing Arc Raiders with Jackie and Slime.
Oh, cool, cool. With Mr.
Bye,
Least
Dr. Rock.
himself. Goodbye. Have fun, brother.
Have fun.
Thanks, thanks. All right. Oh, Ches said hi. So I just wanted to go over this. If you guys go over here, you see, well, partially because I'm covering it, you see this beautiful calendar, Google Calendar that I've created, and it has several times. This will be the UK time, and what are you gonna do is you're gonna click on these slots, and you're gonna pick whenever you're able to like set up a match with your opponent. And so what I want is like according to your availability, we can have like a nice list of who's gonna fight next. We're probably gonna change to like a Word doc because this is not enough space for our fights. We need to reach 37 fights probably. So I'll leave these two slots specifically for those who cannot attend any slots on this day, on Saturday. All right. And I'll hopefully leave the Sunday slots only for um, the finals. Okay. So this is not enough slots for everyone, but this is just so we can have a sense of, who are the people who need to be early in the morning for me and late in the day. There actually should be more slots here, so I'm gonna change this. Should be one more slot. But anyway, um, this is gonna be very fun, but very intense as well. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to accommodate everyone in these other time zones. Let me show here what I'm trying to do. See people who are in Friday. See people who are in Eastern time already have a different time than me. People who are in Sydney. I think there's only 2 players. And the other thing that I wanted to go through, if you look at this is our current setup. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna organize this in a way that we have those who are fighting on Friday fighting early and have already an opponent, and maybe their first opponent would be those who can also attend only in that specific time, so we can have some early fights straight away. Worst case scenario, if you have to have a fight at like 3 a.m. my time, what we can do is you're gonna do it offline on my view, so I won't be able to watch it. There must be a judge there and to judge it, so we can, you know, have OC tiebreakers and everything at one go. So if that's the case, then we'll have to do some matches offline, which I'll be very sad about because I want to see all the matches and I want all the matches to be broadcasted, and it will be a nice live tournament. That's my goal here. Okay. Now, I wanted to leave the space open for people who had questions, and I will post this on YouTube so people can watch it and have questions and ask them, because I don't want anyone to be confused and I want everything to be clear, at least in the way that I was intending it, right? So the trickiest thing will be timing. I think the matches will be likely between 30 minutes to 1 hour, and we do not have enough hours in the day to have all matches. So it's very likely that we'll have to run multiple matches at the same instance, and then that means that some matches will not be live streamed. But I really hope to get that done. That would be very nice. Let's see how it goes. Okay, y'all take care. I hope you have a lovely day. And if you have any questions, just pop something my way, and I have something cooking for whoever wins. Maybe. Let's see. All right. Y'all take care. Bye bye.